What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. Happy Friday to everyone. Premier League football is back this weekend for Arsenal anyway, not for every club, but we're back in action. Brentford against Arsenal this Sunday, Super Sunday business. And finally, we have some Arsenal matches to look forward to, people, before a very long 2-week international break. Big up to everyone in the comments. Hope you're well. Make sure you lick down that like button. See unit business. Let's go. Big up everyone on YouTube. Big up everyone on Twitch. Subscribe if you haven't already and all of that good stuff, people. Let's go into... I'm not even calling it Granit Xhaka mode because, you know, this guy outpaced someone in Zurich. I'm going to call it Edu mode because I don't think Edu realised that the transfer window was closing, you know. A big C with a C cap. People say, oh, are you a Cincinnati fan? I said, no, bro, I just see a C on a red hat. So I copped that, you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone, South London's finest. Hope you're well. Big up to everyone. First of all, hey, big up to Farhan, who said still recovering from surgery. This makes my day. Respect my bro. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Hope you're recovering well. Big up Latte, sunning it up over there in Mexico, Cancun, living that high life. Omar said Aubameyang mode, exactly. I have to apologise. We were supposed to do a member stream yesterday at 4 o'clock. Wednesday night, I'm having my dinner, and I'm like, yo, I got some mad toothache. I had a hole in my tooth, so I ring the dentist. They go, right, come in Thursday afternoon. We'll get it sorted, no worries. Go to the dentist. I end up needing a filling. Them lot give me 2 injections in my gum. I was talking like a lunatic, like, you know, one side of my face all numb. I said, yo, if I go on stream now, it's all mad. I'm talking out the side of my mouth like Rio Ferdinand. It's all mad, people. So I apologize. There was no member stream. I didn't do anything yesterday. I was feeling real sorry for myself. So Tuesday, 4 o'clock member stream. Apologies to everyone who was looking forward to that. But at least we'll be able to talk about the Brentford game for this member stream. So apologies to anyone. Yo, welcome to Laka. Lacazette's got to have operation. The man can't talk. The man sounds like he's been mashing them helium balloons and that. It's all mad. That's the stream we need. Bruv, I'm telling you, I was talking like, yo, man, yo, off my face, it was all mad, people. Yeah, apologies, Rio, but that's all I could think of. Side mouth, Rio, apologies. If he ever comes on the show, I'll have to delete this and say it never happened. But you know what I'm talking about, people. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. The goalpost had to get moved. That was a member stream that would have been... Yeah, it would have been a madness. It would have been a madness, people. So apologies. Tuesday, 4 o'clock. Members, get yourself on. And obviously, we'll have to discuss the Brentford game and all of that good stuff, people. So apologies. Lacquer is having surgery to have something removed from his vocal cords. Yeah, I heard his interview. I said, yo, what's going on, man? I thought he was back on the balloons like when he was in London. I thought man was mashing down the helium. Yeah, my man sounded like Michael Jackson. Man said, yo, man, Lacazette, you know, I'm over here, Leon. I said, yo, welcome to Lacquer, man. Lacquer voice, that's what he's got, bro. But now, listen, big up Lacquer. Go get the operation. Safe return. Stand up if you hate Tottenham. You know, I see it there. I can't ignore it. Man, have to stand up. You know, if I see it, I can't ignore it. So, yeah, you get me once, people. Anyway, Helium Z. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with Lacquer. Yeah, Haaland, we get it. K2K. We get it. You got Haaland. He's Ivan Drago. You know, I must break you. Boof. The man just scores every minute, man. Just relax, Haaland. Have a weekend off or something. He's boring me now. Oh, he scores. Yeah, I'm a little envious. If he played for us, I'd be gassed. He'd be on the green screen, on the back of the shirt. I'd be shameless. But yeah, we get it. Big up Dre, Wagwan Curtis. Big up the C unit. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you are well. He's got a poly P. It's important to remove it or it can be serious. Yeah, get well soon, Lacquer. Apologies for the banter. But you know what I'm saying. Man said Lacquer can't talk properly. No, it's sad. I need to be careful because people telling me it's serious. Big up Rodders as well. Hope you're well up there in Blackpool. Premier League All-Star thoughts. Premier League All-Star game. What are my thoughts on that? It's one of them for me, like... I suppose if you pick 2 good teams, I suppose it could be half decent to watch. They're just doing it for money. When do you play the game? Start of the season. I suppose the problem is, what happens if one of your players gets injured in that game? Because it's going to be a competitive game. You know, you're going to have Van Dijk, you're going to have Haaland, you're going to have all the best. What happens if one of them gets injured? I know in Arsenal and our injury problems, you know, Thomas Partey's in and the man gets mashed up. So it's a money spinner, innit? I remember when I was younger, I got to be totally honest, I used to stay up late and watch the All-Star games in NBA. You know, West Coast, East Coast. I used to watch them, but it's a money spinner, innit? It wouldn't surprise me if it happened, though. Wouldn't surprise me if it happened. Anyway, let's get into the show, people. Let's get into the show. Let's start with Arsenal. And I wanna bring up some good news and then some absolutely shameless news. So what should we start with? We'll start with the positive. Let's start with the positive. The positive news, people, is that manager Mikel Arteta, after a strong start in the Premier League, has been named Premier League Manager of the Month. Well done for Mikel Arteta after winning all of the games in August and keeping us top of the league. So a man like Coney from Spanish Town, keeps Arsenal flying high, top of the league, Manager of the Month. Big up, big up, big up. He's done his thing, people. We won't talk about the fact that we lost to Manchester United in the first couple of days of September. You know, I'm still not over that. I can't lie, people. But, you know, it's one of them. So big up to manager Mikel Arteta. Clean sweep in August and wins Manager of the Month. Let's hope it don't mash us up for the next month. Big up for Harney, said, thanks, my bro. I've got a Jamaican Arsenal jersey for you to give away. I got sent two and one doesn't fit, so you can have it. I appreciate that. I mean, I have one, but we can give it away. CurtisShawTV@hotmail.com. Drop me an email, bro, and I'll arrange it. If you don't mind, I'll give it away to the community. So big up, but don't worry, I haven't forgot, people. 50k giveaway. I still owe you. I'm just trying to get a bit more of a special prize to give away. Southeast London Gunner said, God did. God did. Khalid business. Haircut of the month, people. You know, who's got a better haircut than that in the Premier League? It's immense. Great month, but, you know, long may it continue. Yeah, man, apologies, people. Everyone says that. Hotmail? How is it not Gmail? They're old email accounts, man. I have to apologize. But, you know, I'm old school, man. Hit me up on the Hotmail, you know. Send me a message on the pager. Send me a message on a BlackBerry Messenger, people. Ping me, and I'm old school. Let's talk about the most shameless thing that I have seen in a considerable amount of time from Arsenal. I mean, we are shameless. We know that. We're shameless. You know, I'm shameless on this channel in 4K. We don't even hide it, right? But Arsenal, they went one step further today for me, people. So I get an email this morning. Some of you are going to know what I'm talking about. If not, you're going to understand when I bring this picture up. I get an email this morning. Merch. Okay. Oh, here they go. They're at it again. It's Friday. It's merch. It's Arsenal. It's in the email. So I open it up. I look at it and I'm like, I have to scratch my eyes. I'm like, is it April the 1st? Is this a joke? I said, this club knows no boundaries. They have no boundaries of shamelessness. I'm going to bring this on the screen and I'm just going to go silent for the next 10 seconds. People, I mean, Mikel Arteta drew this in All or Nothing. You man have released it and called it the Arsenal Arteta t-shirt. £25 in store while stocks last. I told you I'd do you a good giveaway, people, for 50k. Tell me your size. It's going there. Nah, listen. I understand that it's inflation in the world right now. Everything's going up. Even water's more expensive. The world's gone mad right now. Inflation everywhere. I can't knock the hustle. You know, I'm all about the hustle. I'm a hustler myself. You got to hustle in this world. But Arsenal, does your shamelessness know no boundaries? Has anybody in the comments ordered this? Please. Has anybody ordered it? I need to know who's ordered that. I want to know who's walking to the Emirates wearing this. He scribbled this on a piece of paper during the documentary as a way of inspiring us to victory. Arsenal. I know we couldn't afford Douglas Luiz, Arsenal. I know we were 5, 10, 15 million short. But damn, you got to earn money by selling a t-shirt of a scribbled cartoon on it, calling it the Arsenal Arteta t-shirt. You know no boundaries of shame, Arsenal. You are the most shameless football club in the world. Who's ordered it? Mario's ordered it. Argo's ordered it. You're a disgrace. Look at that. Arsenal FC. With a picture, passion of a man with a heart, shaped as a heart, energy. I mean, what's that? Clarity. I mean, I don't know what that is. That doesn't offer me a lot of clarity. Is that our top 4 hopes? Is that our new centre midfielder? Is that Granit Xhaka? Who is that? Is Clarity the name of the new midfielder that we're signing in January from Brazil? I need answers, people. I need answers. £25. Yeah, they're going to probably have light bulbs out next week. Arsenal Arteta light bulbs, £50. Shine a light on our upcoming season. Listen, Arsenal. It's legendary, I can't lie. The shamelessness is unbelievable. Wow. Cop it now. It's no surprise every size is available. £25. It will be dispatched from the 1st of October. There's a 2-week pre-order. So you can pre-order it now. And in 2 weeks, bang, you can walk around dressed in that. Incredible. I'm going to give him a round of applause. Big round of applause for Arsenal. I tell you something, mate. You could sell rice to a chef. I'm telling you. You could sell rice to a chef. Damn, fam. Damn. Whew. Now we'll know who the real Arteta fans are. I'm telling you. It's only for all the Arteta sexuals. Enjoy your shirt. They'll love this. They'll love it. Latte, I thought it was April the 1st. I thought it was a joke. I heard Ty's ordered 5 of them on pre-order. Every size. They don't even fit him. Damn, fam. Damn. We get top 4. I might cop it for banter. Yeah, they could sell water to a whale. But damn. The most shameless football. I mean, is it a training kit? I don't know. What is it? Pajamas? Where would you even wear this? Damn, that is serious. That's serious hustling. Curtis just copped a size L. Eddie scores. If Eddie Nketiah scores the winner on Sunday, I'll buy that live on stream for banter. Clip it. Eddie Nketiah scores the winner on Sunday. I'll buy it on stream for banter. I won't even buy it in my size and I'll just give it away. Wow. Halloween. That's it. Yeah, it must be Halloween. Must be Halloween. Knock on someone's door. They'll give you everything. They see that on your shirt. Man can wear this in the gym now. Every machine will be available if you wear this. They go, what kind of madman's wearing this? Let me get off the screen. It's unbelievable. Elliot, I know Elliot's got it. Elliot don't mess about. You know, I think, where do you live, Elliot? Canada? I know you're getting that shipped real quick. It'll probably be sold out, people. Real talk, it'll be sold out. Damn. You've bought 2 for you and your son. Nah. No chance, mate. No chance. Anyway, let's move on. Arsenal, you're special. You are special, Arsenal. I tell you that. There's no denying Arsenal are a special team, but often for the wrong reasons is the problem with Arsenal. JW said, all it needs is a little LV sign to make guys buy it. That's how society works, isn't it? You put a little Gucci badge next to it. You make that a Prada t-shirt or a Louis V. Man would cop that and wear that to the nightclub, you know? But, yeah, that's society for you, innit? And damn, man, listen, I know inflation's serious, but man selling t-shirts with a scribbled drawing on it, it's mad, people. People going to say you have an agenda. No, I'm trying to inspire him. If Eddie Nketiah watches this, I'm inspiring you to come on and score the winner, Edward. Come on, you score the winner. We cop that live on I think that's great banter. Everyone wins. Arsenal win, £25. You win, you've scored the winner. I suppose I don't win, but Arsenal win, so then I'm delighted, you know. Big C, if I order you the pink kit with Eddie on the back, would you wear that? I think the computer says no, Don. Computer says no. I'm not going to be able to do that for you, Don. I'm really not. You know, there's limits. There's limits. Curtis, why you hate it? What, you copying? Sadio, you copying that, yeah? I respect it. I respect it, man. That's it's a forfeit. That's a forfeit T-shirt for me. Eddie is not watching. I'm sure. I think he could be watching. You know, 2:00. Probably just finished training. Get on YouTube. Who's live? Curtis Short. All right, let's have a look. All right, if Scorey buys that T-shirt, you know. But anyway, MO7 said they will make a top 4 T-shirt if we get it. It wouldn't surprise me. George said, I love the shirt. I will buy one for you. Nah, people. I wanna know who's buying it, though. I do want to know who's buying it. It's on pre-order. They're actually giving us 2 weeks to cop it. But anyway, you know what I mean? You know, listen, everything right now is a little down. And, we got no football. And the Queen passed away. And inflation. So I like to start and try and lift the vibe a little bit. You know, vibes, man. Friday vibe. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, doo-doo. It's Friday. Come on, man. It's the weekend, man. Relax yourself. Let's go, people. Nah, man. Don't know if Super Ty, bro, can't deal with that. Yo, Ty's definitely copying that. No doubt. Big C, only right to mention the GOAT Roger Federer. Probably my favourite tennis player ever. Along with Pistol Pete Sampras. I can't lie. Growing up, Pete Sampras was my favourite tennis player. I used to copy the way he served and everything, you know what I mean? But then when he retired and I was kind of young, it went across to Roger Federer. Yeah, man, for me, the GOAT, you know? For me, the GOAT of tennis. So, yeah, man, big him up on his retirement from tennis, you know? Be honest, you bought... Nah, man, I'm gonna buy it. Save your money. Bro, what you mean? You think I can buy... Electric just tripled in this country. You think I'm buying that T-shirt with a brain and clarity and... No, man, how you mean? Need some electricity in the house, bro. You're mad. Everything's going through the roof right now. I'm telling you, people. Arsenal bringing out cartoon T-shirts. It's all mad. Inflation is real, people. Look after your money right now. You know, these bills are just going up for no reason. Who from AFTV would buy this? I'm telling you, someone's buying that. Facts. Let's get Turkish in it, man. That would be legendary. Get Turkish to wear it. Member stream with the Arteta kit. Watch this space. Man, maybe if we get top 4, you know, for banter. Great player to watch. I always try to copy his backhand. Yeah, we always try, man. We always try. Robbie will be buying it for sure. Yeah, maybe, people. Anyway, let's move on. Let's look ahead. So, the press conference reaction will be up soon, but... by the title of the video. And it's Dre's birthday. Happy birthday, DJ Dre. Big up yourself, bro. Happy birthday, man. I didn't even know. Big up Latte for the super chat. Appreciate it. And big up to Dre on his birthday, man. Anyway, let's talk about injuries, I'm afraid. You know, water is wet. Arsenal get players injured. Simple as that. We've been doing it for years. We can sign a player that hasn't been injured for the last 10 years. Within 2 weeks, he'll have pulled his hamstring. Something's going to go wrong. Reports came out of Ukraine last night. Zinchenko has been ruled out of Ukraine's Nations League game. He picked up a calf injury during training, and it is going to be 2 weeks recovery time for Alexander Zinchenko. All of a sudden, Man City plays, no problem. Zinny signs for Arsenal, calf's gone. You know, what was it the other week? He missed a game the other week with an injury. All of a sudden, injuries, and more injuries. This is slander, by the way. Hardly said Djokovic is the best. That is, honestly, that's time out. I will see you in 3 minutes. Djokovic couldn't even clean Roger Federer's tennis racket. Pause. But anyway, let's continue. So reports from Ukraine that Zinchenko has picked up an injury in training and will miss Brentford this weekend. He'll be staying in London during the international break. Yeah, great. There we go. Zinni, another one. DJ Khaled. God did. You know what I mean? Never injury prone. Come to Arsenal. Oh, my calf's gone. What is going off at Arsenal Football Club? Is any other Arsenal fan think, what's the problem here, people? What's the problem? We sign players that never have injuries and they get injured. I don't know what's going on. Do they train too hard? Is the pitch too hard? This has been happening for 10, 15 years, fam. Diaby, Wilshere, Rosicky, Cazorla, Welbeck. Consistently injured, muscular injury problems. Zinchenko plays all the time. Mash up, bang, calf, gone already. What's going on? These man spending all this money on training kit. You better sort out the training ground. Madness. I don't know what's going on. Abby, you're not taking this Djokovic slander. Is at the same level as Sampras, FedEx and... We continue. Zurage said, I've been questioning the Arsenal physios for years. We always have too many. Van Persie. Thomas part-time. Wow. M5, that is legendary. Thomas part-time, not even Thomas Partey. Thomas part-time. I don't even think he's part-time anymore. Man just does shift works. When they just call you when they need you, the agency. Yeah, you're available this Friday. Yeah, we got a shift, 8 hours, cash in hand. Thomas Partey's probably not even getting paid. Like, they just pay him cash now. Like, there you go, Tom, right. He plays one game. Arteta's like, right, come around the corner. Just gives him a brown envelope. There you go, mate. Taxman won't get you on that. There's about 200 grand in there. If you're available next week, see if you can make it. Yeah, man's on a 0-hour contract. Arteta just rings him like, yeah, Thomas? Yeah, hello, it's Mikel. Are you available for Sunday? No? Okay, no problem. You been eating noodles? All right, no problem. Oh, what's that? Oh, you're looking after the grandkids. All right, I'll try again after the international break. No problem. Thomas part-time. Legendary. But Zinny is out. The calf smash up. So we ain't seeing him until after the international break. Although it looks as if the stories about Ben White are not totally, man said, too much foo-foo. Oh, dear me. Oh, man, no, Paul. Man said, why can't Xhaka get injured? It's mad. It always happens, though, innit? The injury-prone players are never the bad players. It's always your best players that get injured. Partey, Tierney, Zinchenko. All right, El Neni got an injury this year, but, you're never like, oh, Alex Renarsen's out for 4 weeks, or, Rob Holding will miss the next 6 games. You're like, okay, it's disappointing. I'm disappointed that he's injured, but that doesn't really damage us. It's always like, oh, Thomas Partey's injured. It's all mad people. Alex Kim, thank you for the super chat. Big C, I think we need to start asking questions about the team's doctors. We have too many reoccurring injuries in the team, which is a concern. I remember they said a few years ago that there was something about Arsenal's training ground pitches that they were too hard. I remember hearing this story a long time ago. Whether that was true, I honestly don't know, but it seems to be a regular problem. Ballistic said, I met Kolo Touré yesterday. First football player I met. Yeah, big up Kolo, man. Big up Kolo. I was a big fan of Kolo Touré, man. He had great heart at Arsenal. Granit Xhaka said, people get hurt around me. They need to give me the captain's armband, or this is going to continue. Xhaka just clamping everyone, yeah? Kevin said, the pitch is the problem. The pitch at the Emirates is very hard, so the ball will play faster, but it seems to be causing problems. And this ain't no coincidence. It's just not, people. This has been happening at Arsenal for 10, 15 years. Injuries. Wenger is injured. He comes back. Well, he's like a new signing. If we can find someone, we will do it. Or Danny Welbeck, he's like a new signing. He's back from injury. We don't want to hear that no more, bro. How's Zinchenko injured already? Second injury, only joined us in July. What's going on? What is going on here, people? So, Zinchenko, by the looks of it, could be missing this game, although there are some quotes in the press conference that make it seem like it's not 100% certain. So we will have to see. I will bring up the press conference reaction shortly. Ruben said that accent is a stinker. You know, if we can get a new player, we would do it. I think that's perfect. For me, I actually thought I was Arsene Wenger for 5 seconds. I don't know about anybody else. Elliot said the Wenger impersonation is priceless. You just got to run with it, and you. Sometimes I think to myself, you know, I wish I had a YouTube channel when Arsene Wenger was the manager. Imagine doing press conference reaction with Arsene Wenger. Some of the quotes he's come out with over the years. It's a real shame. I can't lie. I think Arsene would have given us a lot of fun doing press conference reactions, that's for sure. Man said I sound like Thierry Henry. I'll take it. It's French, you know, it's similar. Curtis Farley. Anyway, let's move on. Ash said, we are renowned for injuries, yet have hardly any depth. It doesn't make sense. Didn't we sign a player with a broken back? My blood clot back. Oh, yeah, mash up back, Kim Kallstrom. And Suarez, Dennis Suarez, not Luis Suarez, of course. That was 40 million and a pound. So, yeah, broken back. Azrael, isn't London Colney training ground the same? Apparently, the training ground pitch is supposed to be the same, like, size and the same as the pitch at the Emirates. So, effectively, you're training on the same pitch. I was told when I went to Manchester City have 10 different pitches, and each pitch is designed like the top 10 clubs in the Premier League. So when they're playing Arsenal, they'll train on pitch 4. It's the same size. The grass is the same length. It's meant to be just as hard. And they'll train on that pitch all week to get used to the Emirates. All these things are mad. Manchester City have an indoor dome with a weather machine. So if they're going on Tuesday and they're playing Barcelona and away, and it's 30 degrees in Spain that night, dry, they can change the temperature to 30 degrees inside and make it feel like they're in Barcelona. Or if it's snowing and they're playing Moscow, they can make it freezing in there to get them used to it. I mean, they're the levels you got to be dealing with nowadays in football, people. Man City's facilities are next level. Next level, Peter. The guy told me they can actually make it snow in there if they go into play in snow. It's different. It's different, people. We're turning it with some pitch-like concrete, mashing up our players' legs. These men making it rain, and I ain't talking about the strip club. It's all mad, people. It's all mad. Anyway, we move. New merch out, people. New merch. And it's got cartoons on it. That's all we've got. Partey's on bank hours. Yeah, you just ring him when you need him, see if he's available. And at the moment, he's certainly not available. That's the problem. Let's move on. Anyway, let's move on. Of course, we are playing against Brentford this weekend. Very important game in the Premier League. And a lot of Arsenal fans have had a meltdown yesterday about the England squad, which we're going to just quickly discuss before we get into press conference reaction and so on and so forth. I was a little bit surprised by the reaction. It really didn't bother me that much, if I'm being totally honest. But I know a lot of people were very annoyed. A lot of Arsenal fans were very annoyed with this England squad. So let me share it on the screen. I never get too caught up on England, to be honest. Like, so what? But anyway, let's discuss it, see what you think. Obviously, Ivan Toney called up to the England squad. Great news for him. Bad news because I know that Jamaica have been trying to call him up for a number of months. And honestly, you know, he was always going to wait. I think he deserved this call-up anyway. According to reports, he only got this call-up because Marcus Rashford dropped out with injury. Otherwise, I don't think he would have been in the squad. But hey, it is what it is. A lot of Arsenal fans were having meltdowns. Oh, my days, Ben White is not in the England squad. Obviously, we got a few players in there. Aaron Ramsdale, Bukayo Saka, and that's it for Arsenal, right? We have 2. Yeah, Saka and Ramsdale were the only 2. Smith Rowe obviously injured. Ben White misses out. Man saying Eddie as well. Okay, Eddie didn't make it, but yeah. I just want to give my input. A lot of people saying Ben White should have been in the England squad. And I do think, listen, there is a debate. Let's talk about the centre-backs. Connor Cody, Eric Dyer, Mark Gay, Harry Maguire, John Stones, Tomori, and the rest are fullbacks, right? So a lot of people have been fuming. But I have to say there's a couple of things here that I think go against Ben White and the reason why I think it happens. I'm not a big fan of Southgate. I don't think England will ever win a competition with him in charge. They've just missed two great opportunities. But I think sometimes people have to understand in football, when a manager has a trust of a player, it sometimes doesn't matter if you're better than that player. You're going to struggle to get into the squad. When Ben White started for England, he got done at the back post and the guy scored a header. So people on social media were saying it's his first start. He's made a mistake. He won't get back for a while unless he starts playing well. Now, he is top of the league. But ultimately, Ben White has been playing right back for Arsenal all season. So we don't know why he's not in the squad. There was a report coming out from Charlie Wyatt last night saying that Ben White was injured. However, Mikel Arteta has said in today's press conference that Ben White should be available for the weekend's game. So is he injured? Is he not injured? Is the injury the reason he's been left out of the squad? Or has he been left out because the manager does not rate him? A lot of people were going for Harry Maguire, right? Harry Maguire, he's rubbish. He's a fridge. He's got a massive head, slab head. He's not even in the Man United team. What is he doing in the England squad? Ultimately, Harry Maguire is trusted by Gareth Southgate because when he's played for England in tournaments, he has done well. And that is the harsh reality of it. No matter how bad he is for Manchester United, no matter how many times he gets dropped, Gareth Southgate can trust him. Because when he's played him in major tournaments, he's performed. I think he got in team of the tournament for the Euros. Luke Shaw as well, been dropped, can't get anywhere near the United team. Oh, a man said Luke Shaw will eat his way to Qatar. Nah, man, nah. That's a mad one. 3 right backs. Bruv, why? How many right backs does this brother need? 4 right backs. Trent, Kyle Walker, Trippier, and Reece James. How many right backs do you need in an England squad? It's like he don't know which right back to pick, so he just picks all of them. You don't need 3 right backs. I know Kyle Walker plays centre back in a free sometimes. Well, why do you don't need Trippier in the squad? Let's be real. He's 30. You've got Trent, the attacking one. You've got Reece James, who can do both. And you've got Kyle Walker for the experience. You don't need another right back. So I think Ben White's almost played himself out of this squad. For me, Jadon Sancho is a mad one. I got to be honest, when I first looked at the squad, I thought, what? No, Rashford. Rashford's injured. Cool. I thought Jadon Sancho probably should be in that squad over Jack Grealish and Jared Bowen. Jack Grealish is doing absolutely nothing at the moment for Manchester City, apart from run around with big coughs and a hairband. He plays for Pep. He cost 100 million. He gets in the squad. So a lot of it is politics. Has Ben White been hard done by? I suppose on one hand you could say Connor Cody is not particularly great. He's a steady Eddie centre-back. I think he's at Everton now. Harry Maguire's not playing. But ultimately, Ben White's playing at right-back at the moment, and the manager trusts the likes of Maguire. Eric Dyer, for me, I think is a horrible centre-back. From what I've heard, he has been playing all right for Tottenham in a back 3. It's amazing how back 3 can make a player look far better. Because you have that extra protection. You put them in a 4, they get exposed. Difference is Sancho hasn't done anything for Southgate. Grealish had 2 assists at the Euros. Yeah, and again, that's a good point. I always said he's a City fan, but I agree with you about Grealish. When City signed Grealish, I just thought they don't need him. They had Sterling, Foden, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva. Did they need to drop 100 M's on a 27-year-old? I think they wanted a poster boy, Man City. I think as big as Man City are, they still haven't really got that poster boy, that one that little kids are going to try and imitate, And I think with Jack Grealish, they thought poster boy, headband, big calves, low socks. he's a lad as well, you know, goes out, has a drink, parties. I think they thought they were buying a brand, you know, Gucci Gang Grealish, as we call him. So that's a part of the reason I think they went for him. I don't think they particularly needed Jack Grealish at all, Manchester City. I actually think Sterling was far better than him at City. But anyway, that's their issue. But yeah, the England squad, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. True, hopefully Jack pulls his socks up this year. He might not want to pull his socks up. De Bruyne was already a poster boy. De Bruyne, for me, you're talking about possibly one of the best centre midfielders in world football. I don't think he's a poster boy. I don't think they sell millions of shirts worldwide with De Bruyne on the back. Haaland is a good point. But remember, they bought Grealish last summer. So at the time, I think they thought Grealish can be the English poster boy. Obviously, Haaland now, yeah, 100%. Haaland's going to be the man. They're going to see shirts all over the place. So yeah, England squad, does it really bother you that much? Not me. I have to admit, I think it's great when your players are in their international squad and their confidence is high. It's a big boost for them. But then on one hand, sometimes I think, you know what, leave them at home, don't get injured. Of course, William Saliba made it into the French squad, and that boy is flying, people. Guendouzi was in there, which is always a bit painful to look at, especially when I've been looking at Sambi Lokonga in midfield, and you realise Guendouzi went for 9 million, but it is what it is. DZ-ish said, speaking for City now, curb your City hate. Listen, there's no hate for City. There's no reason to hate City, you know. But I think most City fans could agree Jack Grealish ain't worth £100 million. That ain't hate. That's just realism. Nick said, I don't care about England anyway. I'm always for Brazil at World Cups. You know, with England, if you get all gassed up for England, ultimately they're going to let you down. They're going to get knocked out in a semi-final. And yeah, so there's no point getting gassed. Abdurrahman said, hey bro, I'm from the USA. I will be in London this weekend. I'm looking for Brentford tickets. Please help me find one and I'll DM you on Instagram. Bro, I got to be honest with you. They are very hard tickets to get. Brentford have a small ground. I think Arsenal only got about 1,800 tickets. I didn't actually try and get one, but I saw that there were minimal tickets. If I hear of anybody, I will let you know. If anybody in the comments has a ticket, obviously let him know. But I've got to be honest, I don't know anybody that's selling a ticket for this game. So I apologise for that. If it was a home game, easy to get you a ticket. But I think Brentford's ground's about 20-odd thousand. Arsenal only get about 1,800 tickets. Sadiq said Van Gaal doesn't select Wijnaldum because he wasn't playing at PSG. Van Gaal told him to leave and he is now at Roma. Elite manager decision based on merit. The thing is, in football, managers will always say, if you've got... you have to play well on form to get in the team. But we know if Harry Kane doesn't score for the next 10 games, he's going to start for England. Sterling will start. Maguire will start. Pickford will start. They're still going to have players that are going to get picked regardless of their form. So, yeah, managers say that. Them rules only apply for certain players. I've been there. Oh, you're only going to start if you train well. And then certain men are strolling through training and still getting picked. It is what it is. It's how big a player you are, reputation and all that. So, yeah. Big up Wolves, who said 15,000 Arsenal fans trying to get tickets for Brentford away. Less than 2K available. It's very difficult. Brentford away, I think, along with Bournemouth, I think are they the two smallest grounds in the league. But I'm sure you'll be able to get them somewhere. You may just have to pay a bit of a premium for how much they're worth, you know. So we move on. USA team is going to be a problem in that group. England should be beating them, but let's face it, with Southgate, we could genuinely lose to anyone. The way he sets them up at times, people. Wijnaldum was our best midfielder at that moment. Van Gaal loves him, but he made a tough decision. I respect that. I think if I was an international manager, I'd be saying, listen, you got to go and play. If you're not playing, you're struggling to get into this team unless you are an exceptional footballer. And then maybe we can talk. Patrick said, big up Big C. Did you see the David Dean interview and his book launch with the Invincibles? We lost Ashley Cole over $5,000. He felt undervalued as Arsenal went back on their offer. Yeah, we heard about this a long time ago, you know, and I always used to say, I don't think that Ashley Cole... Ultimately, if you sit down, have a meeting, and a club says we're going to give you, I think they offered him 55 or 60 grand. When the contract was written, it was $5,000 lower. He was like, well, we've had a meeting with my agent. You've shook my hand on a certain price, and you've brought out a contract with $5,000 a week less. Now, $5,000 a week is $250,000 a season. And I think he looked at it on principle and said, listen, man, I've been at the club since I was a kid. You've agreed something and gone back on it. Chelsea are here offering me 20 grand a week more than I'm getting, and you're taking $5,000 off the offer. So he left. And ultimately, he went to Chelsea and cleaned up everything. So I always said Arsenal fans need to start looking at the club sometime. Not every time, but sometimes, rather than, oh, a player's left and gone to a rival. Oh, Van Persie left, he's a snake. Yeah, but you took him in an office and didn't show him any new players that we were going to sign. You showed him how much money we'd earned. He said, I'm not interested in how much money the club's earned. How are we going to win the title? They said, oh, we're signing Shamak. He said, well, I'm leaving then. You know, that ain't going to win me the title. Ashley Cole said, all right, we've offered and you've gone back on it. I'm going to Chelsea. He won the Champions League and won everything else. You know, you look at all these players that have left and gone to our rivals. Sometimes you've got to look at yourselves. It's all about accountability in life. And, you know, if something goes wrong and, you know, blaming everyone else will never get you anywhere. Be accountable for yourself. What did I do wrong? What can I improve? If I couldn't improve anything and he left, yeah, then you're a little dirty snake. You know, they called Fabregas a snake. Fabregas went to Barcelona, put a buyback clause in his contract so that if anything ever went wrong, I come back to Arsenal. He went to his boyhood club where he was born and bred, Barcelona, out of the league. 2.5 years later, fell apart, said, right, I'm coming back to Arsenal. He said it in his interview. He told his girlfriend, we're going back to Arsenal. And Arsene Wenger said, no, I don't want him. Don't want him. I've got Mesut Ozil and Aaron Ramsey. The guy went to Chelsea, won the title, lobbed our goalkeeper, and the Arsenal fans were calling him a snake. And I was like, how is he a snake? How is he a snake? I don't understand that. So, I'm with you. I've never hated Cesc. Cesc Fabregas, to me, loved Arsenal Football Club. Came here as a 15-year-old, left Spain. He embraced the club. He was fantastic for us. He wanted to go to Barca. We could have had him back, and we didn't. The Van Persie, Adebayor, Nasri, them ones are a little shaky. I can't lie. Them ones are a little bit, you know, Wenger said Nasri was desperate to leave. Adebayor claims the club sold him against his will. Those ones are a little bit on edge for me. Maybe they are a bit snaky, but Fabregas, not for me. Fab, for me, is one of the best ball-playing midfielders I've ever seen at Arsenal. That's how good I would say he is. But the fan base don't like that conversation. They always call him a snake. Pep's Barca, exactly. Who could turn that team down? It's a dream to play for that team. You know, prime Messi. A snake is man like Alexis, who could have left for City. Now, Alexis is a different conversation. Alexis was purely about the dough. If Alexis went to Man City, I would have said, cool. We were ramping. Go and play for Pep. Win every trophy. Who can argue with that? The man went to Mourinho's Man United that was playing awful football. Didn't win anything. Stunk out the place. He went for dough. I think. But again, I think there was a lack of ambition from Arsenal because we needed a new striker for how many years? And they waited and waited and waited. But yeah, he was snakish for Sanchez. If he'd have gone City, we could have accepted it. There is blame on both Dean and Wenger's hands in certain circumstances. Cesc is the perfect example. 100%. Aubameyang is not a snake. Come on. He signed the deal. He didn't want to leave. His behaviour can be questioned all day long. You can't call him a snake. Man ran up in his house with a gun, fam. You know what I mean? And what's he going to do? You know what? I won't go to Chelsea because the Arsenal fans will be annoyed, mate. But a man's just ran in the house with a gun and robbed his house. Come on. No, you can't call Oba a snake. You can question the man's behaviour. That's all day long. Yeah, the man's got Arsenal tattooed on his arm, fam. You can't call him a snake. That's scandalous. Wenger's penny pinching and stubbornness has cost us 100%. What's this? Jadzi said, breaking news, Arsenal v Tottenham could be postponed as rail strikes are announced. From the 1st to the 5th of October, train drivers at 12 rail companies are due to strike on. Don't start doing that to us. Hey, I appreciate the update. Let's have a look. Arsenal v Tottenham. Surely they find a way around that. Games at high risk of being called. Oh, yeah, it says Arsenal v Tottenham and Palace v Chelsea are in doubt due to rail strikes. Sure, man, that's crazy. Surely we can't have another game called off. That's madness if they call that off. Hopefully they'll get that sorted. The club would have to do something for travel to help that. Is it Wenger's penny pinching or the Kroenkes? I think in the end Wenger was a big part of it. He had too much. Power. Jansen said you can question his professionality, but Arteta kicked out a man that didn't want to leave. He only wanted to leave when he realised there was no way back. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a very difficult one to break down. It's just your opinion. I think that. Listen, ultimately, Aubameyang has to take up accountability. You're the captain. You're 32 years of age. You're the leader. You're consistently turning up late. For a young manager that's trying to establish himself and lay down his authority, he probably thinks you're constantly undermining him. I think ultimately he would have accepted it while he was scoring goals. The moment he stopped scoring goals, you're not going to accept that. You know, if you're in a work office and someone's brilliant at their job and they're late, they may get away with it because they're making that company a lot of dough. The moment them sales drop, you turn up late, you're getting warnings, then you're getting sacked. So I think both of them have to take responsibility. Ultimately, Aubameyang gave him an excuse to bin him. But maybe Arteta didn't need to be as iron-fisted, you know. Maybe they could have resolved it, especially when we didn't have a top striker. Cesc or KDB? That's a tough one because for me, let me tell you my honest answer here, right? I think De Bruyne's got more to his game than Cesc, right? I'd say he's quicker, stronger, taller. But I feel like Fabregas had more big moments. When you think about Kevin De Bruyne, if I said to you, right, Kevin De Bruyne, tell me his biggest moments. I can't really think of his biggest moments. They're very different players. Cesca's won so much. The World Cup and all that. Yeah, that's a difficult one. That is a difficult one. I can't lie. I feel like I like Cesc more than De Bruyne. I feel like I like Cesc more. I'm looking at Cesc. Cesc was 21, carrying our midfield. Kevin De Bruyne ultimately has been in an amazing team since he's come to Man City. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. KDB's definitely got more to his game. If you was breaking him down as a player on Football Manager, I don't know. I've always been a massive fan of Cesc Fabregas. I think he's an unbelievable footballer. Let's get a poll. You know what? Let's throw a poll up there. Cesc Fabregas or Kevin De Bruyne. Even saying it out loud, it's very. That's a tough one. I think Kevin De Bruyne is special. I really do. But Cesc, 16 years old, you know, what was he, 18 when he was bossing Vieira? Better player. Fabregas or De Bruyne? It's a great question, by the way. That's a great debate. Kevin De Bruyne or Cesc Fabregas. There we go. We'll put that up. And then, here we go. It's up, people. And then we'll get into press conference reaction. Man said Eddie or Shamak. I think it's Cesc bias. I can't lie. I just think Cesc, man, 16 years of age in the Prem. Bossing it at Arsenal as a 20-year-old. Could De Bruyne have done that? I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a very, very tough one. But anyway, I'll leave that there while we get into that time, people. Coleman Music is back. Coleman Music. It's back again. Mikel Arteta. And if he's waffling, we will skip through it. The man himself is back. The manager of the month. Well played, Mikel. Well played. Manager of the month, but we don't forget what happened at the start of September at Old Trafford. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray, I pray. That's why I need... Hey, come on, people. You know what time it is. But yeah, there was no love at OT again, people. They slapped us, even though we dominated the game. You need to ask Pep, yeah. It's an interesting one. But anyway, let's get into press conference reaction. Enough of the singing, because some of you have told me my singing is not up to scratch, even though I believe it's elite football level singing. I'll never win America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent, but, you know, it's not bad. Right, let's go. Anyway, on winning manager of the month, he said, yes, it's great. I think it's a sign the team is performing well. And winning football matches, it's a consequence of that. Thank you to all the people that are involved at the club that contribute to us on a daily basis, who make our job easier and possible. And obviously the players who are the ones on the field, blah, blah, blah. And the supporters, big up, big up, big up manager of the month. Let's hope it ain't the curse of the manager of the month at Brentford. He then goes on to say on whether manager of the month is a reflection of good recruitment. I mean, it's not bad recruitment, is it, if you're winning manager of the month? It's a reflection of everything. And you can have those things and then you can lose football matches and then you're not going to get the award. At the end of the day, it's about being consistent, trying to get all the right decisions. Let's skip it. On the passing of the Queen, he said, I think it's phenomenal what the country has done. I think it shows the level of respect and admiration and the legacy that the Queen has left in the life of so many. I think it was very emotional. Coming from a different country and culture, to see that reaction was pretty special. I think it says a lot about who she was and what is left behind her. I'm being concerned about the loss of momentum. What happened obviously happened for a really important reason. We are always available to play. There are authorities and other people who have to make the right decision. The decision was made. We have adapted our schedule to be as competitive as possible for Sunday like any other team. I mean, actually, Brentford haven't played for even longer than us because we had the European game midweek. They didn't have it. So they've actually had a longer break than we have. So, you know, if anything, they've lost more momentum than us. Jake Hammond said, if Arsenal v Tottenham is postponed, the season may get extended. It's crazy, isn't it? You would think that, because I saw something on Sky the other day saying there's only 3 weeks during the whole season where you could possibly rearrange a game. So they're going to have to get these games in quickly. It's mad. Sean said, I wish that game against Brentford had been cancelled. No White or Zinchenko will get roasted. Make sure you smash the likes, people. 1,600 of you in the chat and 40 of you on Twitch. Lick down the like button and subscribe, people. Let's continue. Press conference reaction waffle settings. On being relieved the Brentford game wasn't called off, he said, we need to play and we want to play games. When you look at the schedule after the World Cup, especially or at what we have to go through in October, we need to play the games, because if not, it's just not possible. I think we have 9, possibly could even be 10 games now, I think, with the PSV game as well. On facing Brentford, he said, I think they're a really good side. I think what Thomas Frank and the staff have done there, not only this year, over the years, I think is remarkable. The way they have performed and the results they get against the top clubs, especially at home, just sets the tone on what is going to happen on Sunday, and we are very aware of how difficult it is going to be to beat them. I have to say, I think that Thomas Frank is... I consistently spoke about Graham Potter at Brighton and the job that he's doing and the lack of credit he gets for the job he's doing. I honestly think Thomas Frank does a fantastic job at Brentford. They play good attacking football. They pass the ball. They got a quality striker. They recruit cheap. I honestly think he's another very, very good manager who I think ultimately is overperforming and overachieving. Brentford are a very good team in the Prem now. They're very much capable of beating most teams, especially at their own grounds. This is going to be tough. Ivan Toney's just got called up for England. Confidence going to be high. And there we go. He said, on Thomas Frank, I think he's done an incredible job with the coaching staff, the club, the clarity. Remember the clarity on the T-shirt? The philosophy and the vision they had and how they have executed it. How they've constantly evolved. I think they deserve a lot of praise. I think they're a very good team. Very, very good. If part-time can't play, we have no replacement. Maybe Vieira. Lucky Singh said, we as Manchester United team, we could have given Dalot to Arsenal team. He is improving. He looks better. Thomas Frank is the next English manager on the rise. Too right. Hey, you better relax. I don't fall for them tricks, you know. Thomas Frank. Where is Thomas Frank actually from? I thought he was, is he German? Danish. There you go, Danish. Apologies. You can't get me with them little jokes, bro. You know, I don't fall for them ones. Anyway, let's move. Let's get through the waffle. On the difference between this season and when we faced Brentford last season, he said, this is Arsenal Football Club. It's everybody's club and everybody's contributing the right way. Obviously, the context has changed, the environment has changed, and we have to maintain it as it is for a long time. Okay, it's my club then. So can I walk in the club shop and just take a new shirt? It's my club. If the security guard goes for me at the door, I say, hang on, mate. Arteta said this is everybody's club. So if it's everybody's club, we share everything. Maybe they'll give me the new cartoon T-shirt with his drawing on it. But yeah, basically what he's saying is last season we got slapped because our team was all over the place. You know, we had Balogun up front, Leno in goal, Chambers at right back, and they absolutely bullied us. So yeah, anyway. Oh, he's talking about Ivan Toney. I want to hear what he says, actually, because I wouldn't mind Ivan Toney at Arsenal to compete with Jesus. He said, on Ivan Toney's career path, he said, I think it's a great story. This country has had stories like this in the last few seasons. The same with Jamie Vardy. I think it's extraordinary. It means that, again, the opportunities are for everybody. That is just about showing consistency, showing quality and belief. It can happen at any age and isn't something that is determined already. If you don't go through that phase in that period of your life, you can still become a professional player, a top player, and an international player. So I think it's a great thing. I would honestly take Ivan Toney at Arsenal all day long. When we didn't have what I would say a first-team striker, I was like, I'm not sure he can be the main man. However, with Jesus at the club, I would definitely take him to go and compete, with Gabriel Jesus or maybe play alongside him. But I think he's a very, very good striker. I think he's improved a lot. Man said, this is Manchester United. Connor Moore settings. I remember that, the Gary Neville team. Jake said, Curtis, what do you think about the FA Cup third and fourth round replays coming back? See, this is very difficult, right? Because on one hand, Premier League teams want replays scrapped. Because the last thing you want to do is have a replay midweek in the FA Cup, right? So the bigger clubs, the Premier League clubs want replays scrapped. The problem is, if a League Two or a conference team gets a championship club, for example, and they get a draw and they get a replay, the money they make from that replay and that game being on TV could literally be the difference between that club surviving or not. So all the lower clubs are saying, bring back the replay. It's the beauty of the FA Cup, a lower team getting a replay, making all that money. All the top teams want it scrapped. So it's an interesting one. It's difficult. Ivan Toney has great link-up play. I have to admit, he's a lot better than I even thought he was. I thought he was good, but I think he's a lot better than I thought he was. I would definitely take him. Mitrovic or Toney as a plan B, yep. Both of them would be very good as plan Bs. Because we do need something different. They're asking him about Ivan Toney's tweet on whether he will motivate players using tweets like last season. Remember he put that tweet up, Ivan Toney's tweet. He said, I haven't written the script yet for that one. I'm sorry. If you have any ideas, just give them to me. I've run out of ideas. There you go. Maybe they'll put the tweet on a T-shirt for everyone, to wear at Brentford and sell that. On Ivan Toney's tweet in particular, he said, anybody can write whatever he wants, and I'm here to judge if it's necessary to use it in a way that I believe is most powerful. And I do believe we lost that game last season. Didn't we lose at home to Brentford last season? Or did we beat them? No, I think we beat them. No, we lost to Brighton. We did beat them. I think we beat them 2-1. Keep FA Cup replays. If the big clubs don't win the first game, then it's on them. True, you could always play the youth team. Don't give them ideas, bro. New kit will be out. On whether he would want his players to tweet like that, he said, I like my players to act in a certain way and I'm happy with the way they act. He's happy with their acting, man, you know. On team news for Sunday, he said, unfortunately, updates will be tomorrow. Whoever will have to be ruled out, that is going to be tomorrow. We have 24 hours to see. 1 or 2 can be considered tomorrow for training and for selection that will be key in the next 24 hours. On Smith Rowe's fitness, he said it's been an ongoing issue that he's had. He's had some discomfort in the groin area, unfortunately. Hasn't had any continuity this season. It's something we're trying to assess, trying to help him as much as possible in the best way, in any way that we can, because we need him fit, we need him available, we need him performing at the best level. He's an important player. Unfortunately, for this period and for last year, we haven't had him. I think we knew Smith Rowe was out. On Zinchenko's fitness, he said, again, we will have to wait until tomorrow to make that decision. Where he was on that moment and what we have decided to do for the international week doesn't mean that we are going to say the same for the weekend. So it's something we will address for tomorrow. So that's interesting, because I was calling for this the other day. I was saying that Arteta needs to start pulling players out for this international break. We got 10 games in October. A lot of these managers playing friendlies and travelling all around the world pull these men out of the squad for these games. So that's interesting. Although Ukraine have said Zinchenko isn't available for the Nations League, Arteta is making it clear here Zinchenko could be available for the weekend's game at Brentford. Or is he just, trying to, play smart to throw Brentford off, make them think that Zinchenko's available? Then maybe he is out. So it's interesting, that one. On Ben White's absence from the England squad, he said he's played in both positions, centre-back and right-back. Sometimes he's been selected, sometimes not. I think to have versatile players that can play at that level, that Ben can play in both positions at centre-back and full-back, it's something that, in my opinion, any manager wants, especially when you go to a tournament where a lot of things can happen. But that's Gareth Southgate's decision and his coaching staff. And what I can tell you is whenever Ben gets the call, he will be ready. So it sounds like Ben White is fit, he's not injured, and Southgate just hasn't selected it. And he's letting off a few shots there at Southgate as well. But it seems as if Ben White could be available. But Zinchenko is an interesting one. As I said the other day, for me, Thomas Partey should not be playing for Ghana in this international break. They're playing against Brazil, which is a tough game. It is in France, so not a lot of travelling. But the man hasn't played for us yet, so he shouldn't be going to play for Ghana. On picking players on form, he said Gareth picks the best team, the best squad that he believes in for now. It doesn't mean that it's going to be the case in November. The squad that they have available is just incredible, and everything that we can do to help Ben, we are trying to do so. And I think Ben is given a lot of reasons to be selected. On Ben White's versatility, what is this, the Ben White show? When we are thinking about doing something to maximise the resources we have in the squad, to have some connection and other options to play the way we want to play, we have to have certainty that the player is happy to do so and feels capable to do that. If not, it's just a waste of time. So it has to go both ways. I have those discussions with Ben. He's always been very open. I think he's really enjoying playing in that position. That's why he's been doing so well. I think it's great for him at his age to be involved in other positions. Pure waffle. Pure waffle. On whether Ben White is fit, he said he's fit. Now, they're the kind of answers I like, mate. Just quick, short, straight to the point. So, basically, Gareth Southgate's just said, you're not in my squad, mate. You're playing right-back. You're not as good as the right-backs. And you're not playing centre-back, so I'm not going to play you at centre-back. Simple as that. On Gabriel Jesus not being in the Brazil squad, he said, I haven't been given a reason why. What I have to do is try and convince the players that they have to continue to do that. Put their heads down, accept the decision that is made by the coach of the national team, give them even more reason, if necessary, that they have to be selected. That's the way the boys reacted, and there's nothing else to comment on. A lot of people were saying the other day, Gabriel Jesus must have been just rested. But if he's simply not been picked, that is a worry for him, because, these Brazilian players especially, they're very, very keen to play for their country, and that will be damaging to Gabriel, to Martinelli, and to Gabriel Jesus not to be in the squad. Somebody was saying Richarlison's been playing up front. Some people were saying that sometimes Neymar's playing false nine, Firmino's on the bench. Could be hard for these Arsenal players to get in that Brazil squad. Gary said Arteta is mashing up their international careers. Ben White out of the England squad is the correct decision. Rowan said Arteta needs to see Haaland's interviews. Yeah, he don't mess about. Under the table bribes, said looking for a better name. Gabriel Jesus has 1 goal in 3 years for Brazil. There you go then, if that's the case. On Marquinhos' performance against Zurich, he said, I was looking more at the faces of the rest of the staff and players. He's very popular. With no English, just with his smile and attitude, he has earned the respect and admiration of everybody here. It was a big step for him because he hasn't played enough minutes with us. We were willing to give him the opportunity, and I think he deserved it. I think he took it really well, and he's a player that needs to keep developing in order to do that. We need to give him opportunities. He did really well on his debut. Obviously, FC Zurich, he's going to have to go up a level in the Premier League. He then goes on to say, on whether he is ready for the Premier League, he said, we want to build the steps. And when we have asked him to play with the under-21s, he's done incredibly well. His attitude towards every coach and player has been seen. It couldn't get any better. That's what we expect from players. So that's what he's got. That's why he got his chance against Zurich, and he might get another chance very soon. He deserves it. On Tomiyasu's versatility, he can play central defence. That is a waffle question. We know he can play centre-back. He can play right-back. He can play left-back. It's great that players are comfortable doing more than one position. On whether this weekend is an opportunity to open a gap, we have to win our matches. Everybody's going to play the same amount. But again, obviously seeing the table and where we are, we want to continue to be. It's always important emotionally in terms of belief. Obviously, it would be great to go into the international break top of the Premier League. On Wenger returning to the club one day, it's the last one as well. He said, I would love that. I think he has explained it. I think he has every window and every door in this football club open whenever he is ready and whenever he feels is the right moment to do it. He knows that from my side, he knows that from many other people at the club, and hopefully that will happen soon because I think that he will inspire a lot of people. Are going to be so happy to see him. The waffle finally ends, people. The interesting thing was, I was saying the other day that I would like Arsene Wenger to come back to Arsenal in some form or capacity of staff. But then I heard an Arsene Wenger interview saying he thinks we can win the Premier League title this season. I said, you know what, Arsene, we don't need that kind of delusion around the football club right now. I love the fact that you believe we have a chance, but I'm not sure that they need to be hearing that right now. Even though I love the fact that you're saying that we can win. But I'm not sure we can win the Premier League title. We're ending the poll. 56% of you say Cesc Fabregas is the better player. 44% say, oh, Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne, I want to run away. Do. Cesc Fabregas FC, man. We are an Arsenal channel. It is Arsenal bias, I think, that has got Cesc Fabregas the victory. Listen, somebody was saying there you should have compared him to maybe David Silva rather than Kevin De Bruyne. They're very different players. And I do agree with that. They are very different. And it is kind of difficult to compare those two players moving forward, really. They're not the same player at all. So I think it is biased a little bit. It is biased for sure. Curtis Amir and Dzeko, the free agent is considered by Arsenal. Is it true? I haven't seen anything about that, bro. Huge amount of waffles from Arteta. Them carbs go down with some player of the month. I'm telling you, man, player of the month syrup. The man is serious waffle. I can't lie, people. It is serious waffle. Let's get into a few of your comments before we round up. Short and sharp today, just over an hour. Cazorla or KDB? KDB did more. KDB and Cesc wouldn't be as good. Fabregas achieved more. Yeah, I mean, he won the World Cup, didn't he? So it's very difficult to sort of talk about achievements and things like that. So, yeah. But Kevin De Bruyne, listen, he's creating his legacy now. If he can get hold of that Champions League at Manchester City, then maybe we have a different discussion in a few months' time, you know. Let's see. Let's see where we're at then. Some people not happy saying Kevin De Bruyne is levels above Cesc. I don't think he's levels above him. They're definitely similar. Who wins the North v South game? It's got to be, I mean, North's going to have Man City, Liverpool, 2 best teams in the country. You throw Man U in there as well. Down south, we got Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. I reckon North. I reckon North wins it. Big up Curtis. KDB can't throw a pizza like Cess. There you go, man. Who's better at throwing pizza? Exactly. You know, recency bias. Nah, I'm going for Cesc Fabregas, and I'm going for the North against South game. Anyway, people, I'm going to round up for today. We've been on for nearly an hour and 10 minutes. Thank you very much for tuning in. Apologies for everyone who was waiting for the members stream. As I said, the dentist mashed me up, and I was speaking like prime Rio Ferdinand, so it wasn't possible. But member stream will be Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Preview show will be out tomorrow. Sunday, 11:15, early one for the 12 o'clock kickoff. Brentford against Arsenal. Make sure you tune in for the last watch along before the international break. Thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend, people, and I will see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.